Welcome, my dear friends. I'm Michael Amankwa, known as the Mental Catalyst. I'm thrilled to be your host on the TMC show. This podcast is your path to empowerment, guiding you to unlock your true purpose and reach your full potential in life. As a mental catalyst, my mission is to inspire, motivate, and help you transform your mindset for personal growth and positive change. Once again, as a mental catalyst, my mission is to inspire, motivate, and help you transform your mindset for personal growth and positive change. So, the key word here is transform your mindset. So, as part of the Success in Motion Bike Challenge, which starts from the 1st of November through the 11th of November, which is primarily aimed at raising mental health awareness, we've selected 10 very powerful topics to share some nuggets on. And so far we've done 7 episodes, and primarily these topics are purpose and meaning of life, wellness, preparation, focus, grit, patience, failure, time thieves, collect memories, and finally love. So we are on episode 8, which is titled Time Thieves. Okay, so as I normally do, I would give a definition of what the keyword is or keywords are. In this regard, it is time thieves. So what do we mean by time thieves? So something or someone that consumes an inordinate amount of your time, especially without achieving anything productive. Okay? Something or someone that consumes an inordinate amount of time, especially without achieving anything productive. So you realize you spend your time on something and it was totally not productive. Okay? So that's what time thieves, and what are these things, and that's what we're going to talk about. But before I get into the quotes, as I normally do, we have two types of time thieves. We have the external time thieves, and then we have the internal time thieves. So the external time thieves are those that come from outside, and we cannot prevent them from appearing, such as phone calls, messages, meetings, and all kinds of interruptions. So I'll take that again. There are 2 key types of time thieves: external time thieves and then internal time thieves. And then external time thieves, we have those that come from from the outside, and we cannot prevent them from appearing, such as phone calls, messages, meetings, and all kinds of interruptions. Then we have the internal time thieves, which come from our own behavior and way of doing things, habits, personal organization, lack of planning, etc. Okay? So if you're procrastinating, that is our own doing. That is not an external factor. So as I normally do, I go through a couple of quotes. So the first quote is, "Excuses are a time thief. Have a goal, accept responsibility, and take action." Okay? So this is by Steve Maraboli. Then the second one reads, "My advice is to never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time." Charles Dickens. My advice is to never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time. Charles Dickens. And as I've always said, time is the only unrenewable resource. And if we lose God and we mess up and we don't leverage it and use it wisely, it's gone and it will never come back again. The third one reads, "Blame is a thief." Blame. So we have blame and taking responsibility, right? But in this regard, we are talking about blame. So blame is a thief. It robs us blind while it wastes our time. Time we could be spending as a family, making memories, supporting each other. Penny Reed, okay? So instead of taking responsibility and dealing with what needs to be done, we lay blame, and which does not allow us to move forward. The next one is, "Even the best thief in the world can't steal time." Ali Carter. Even the best thief in time, the best thief in the world cannot steal time. So if the time is gone, it's gone. Houdini cannot do anything about it. "Lost time is never found again," Benjamin Franklin. And the last one is, "The key is not spending time, but investing in it." So this is by Stephen R. Covey. Okay? So some of the time thieves to avoid. 1, unclear goals. If you are unclear about what your goals are, you won't be able to define the work to be done or plan it properly. Okay? So unclear goals, when you have no idea what you're doing, where you're going, if it's not too clear, you'll just be hovering and wasting time. Okay? The next one is not making decisions. Waiting until you have all the information you need to make a decision can lead to a crisis or missed opportunity. So indecision is a time thief because you are wasting time. You're stagnant, you're not moving, or even if you are moving, you're kind of like stagnant, you're not moving, you're in the same place, you're mark timing, you're in the same place, raising your legs up and down, you're not moving, okay? So indecision is a time thief. So we need to know that. So one, setting clear goals is important. Two, making decisions promptly, avoids, the time thief situation. Then poor communication. When you accept a job or delegate a task, there must be a clear communication. So poor communication, when we don't communicate well, so if you're a boss and you want your subordinate to do work, you need to let them know exactly what you require of them, when you need them to deliver, in what form you need them to deliver. The communication has to be clear, so they will not waste time trying to figure out what you mean, okay? Interruptions. It takes an average person of 15 minutes to regain lost focus. So if you are working and you get distracted by a colleague, it takes about 15 minutes to really reorganize your mind and get back to where you were. So depending on the number of interactions you are getting, now you can calculate the loss of time, right? Mails, so that's emails, social networks, and instant messaging, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Jesus Christ. Those are time thieves. If you look at how much time you spend, if you're an iOS user, an iPhone user, or an Android user, and you go in there, you want to see how your time has been used on those devices. Actually gives you how much time you spent on entertainment, on reading, and all different activities. What apps you're using, and how much time you're spending. You're going to realize that a lot of your productive time is actually spent on so many things that are totally unprofitable to you. Okay, the disruptions, the emails. So I personally, what I do is I totally unsubscribe to a lot of mailing lists. If it's not truly critical to what I do, I am not on any mailing list. I don't belong to a lot of WhatsApp groups. Even though you can mute, I don't want to have notifications and alerts that will take my attention off what I ought to be doing. And I'm not, I don't engage in social media in ways that is not directly linked to my purpose and my goals and the things that I'm working on, at any particular time in the day. So sometimes you can see somebody go into their email, and they see, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 unread messages, WhatsApp, so many, So all of these things, now when you were looking for something, you go in there and it's so hard to find things. So clutter also, aids time thieves situation, okay? Then poor health habits are. So just think about how well you perform when you're exhausted. So if you're not sleeping well, you're not eating well, you're not physically active, your mental health is not good, you have poor health. Of course, you're not going to be productive. And when you're in that state, obviously you're wasting time. And ill health and not being mentally sharp and mentally ready and your vitality not being in place clearly contributes to a time thief situation. Procrastination, this is a big one. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month. And you are procrastinating. This is what you are losing time. You are losing time. So look, if you have to do today's work, just get it done. No excuses, okay? Lack of concentration, that gets to you, okay? And meetings. Meetings, for example, before a meeting has to be held, the agenda has to be set. It has to be clear. If there are any presentation information that has to be shared, it has to be shared. Members have to actually, go through all of those materials before they come to the meeting. The meeting has to start on time. There has to be a clear duration of the meeting, when it starts, when it ends, and all of those things have to be set. So you don't go into meetings, people coming in late, the meeting delay and dragging. Yeah, when that happens, there's a loss of productivity time. So for example, if 8 people waste 30 minutes in a meeting, that's 4 hours of work lost. So if you multiply that in terms of financial terms, that's massive productivity loss, which obviously affects revenue and affects the bottom line of companies. Okay, so time thieves, we need to be careful. The time that we have, the 24 hours in a day, we need to ensure that we are leveraging it to the best of our efforts. It has to be in line with our goals and purposes, towards a fulfilling life. If you don't know what your purpose is, there's going to be so many things that will be stealing your time. And by the time you realize, oh my goodness, like for example, we are already in November. Okay, we have 2 more months to go. The year 2023 is basically almost over. What have you achieved? Yeah, but a lot of times you look at your day and you're like, you're busy, I'm stressed. But what exactly are you doing? To what end? So you need to take time off to introspect and reflect and ask yourself, where can I Where can I squeeze some time? When I talk to people and ask people, oh, what book are you reading? When's the last time you read? Oh my goodness, I'm so busy. I can't even find time to read any book. I can't even find time to exercise. I can't even find time to eat. And I'm like, really? Really? And what is most interesting is that you find people doing things that has no connection with their life goals, no connection with the things that make them happy. But because we are not conscious, we are not intentional about our living, we let these things slide and we don't understand where we are. And ultimately, we compare ourselves to people and realize that some people are way ahead of us and we are still stuck and we don't understand and we get frustrated. And now all of this start culminating into what? Mental health, leading to you having bad eating habits, you're not working out, putting on weight, then now you're going downhill after that. So all of these little things, we need to be intentional about life. We have to live life with intentionality. And that is what Time Thieves really, really is about. We have to be mindful. So we've talked about mindfulness. This is paramount. This is key. This is deadly serious. You can't joke with your time. 24 hours, that's what everybody has. So how come some people are able to use it to the max and succeed and be happy in life and others are not able to? It's because we've not defined our purpose, the meaning of life, come up with a plan, put in preparation, be gritty, stay focused, and understand failure and all the things we've spoken about so far. So this is very, very crucial. If somebody calls you and it's not something in line with something that's massively important to you, say, Charlie, it's nice meeting you, it's nice talking to you, Charlie, catch you later. Can I call you back? You get off the phone, right? If you get emails that are not whatever, just look, guys, you get a message. It's as simple as that. Don't waste your precious time. And here's the other thing. Tomorrow is not promised. Life is fleeting. So why waste a little time that you have? Make the most of it. Yeah, most of it. Make the most of it. So this is episode 8, Time Thieves. We have 2 more to go. The next one is going to be one of my favorites, Collect Memories. Collect Memories.